Welcome everybody to another episode of Books and Betches. I'm Kristen, and with me I have
Erica.
Maria. I don't like when she does that.
I kind of liked it.
It throws me off.
At least you know who she is. This is a book podcast. We swear, we spoil. We talk about sex. We suck at everything. This week we're doing another movie episode. However, we have done this book on our podcast.
Yes, that's what we have. A podcast.
Movie and a book.
Do we remember when we did The Long Walk? Did you read The Long Walk?
Actually,
Yeah, I did. I hated it.
Did you? I thought we all liked it.
I thought we
No,
all
I
liked
hated
it
it.
too.
Oh.
Maybe she lied.
Revisionist history. I thought we all liked it. I was like, I loved it.
I loved it.
I'm pretty sure I gave it 2 stars.
Okay.
Oh.
The Long Walk.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I was like, it's literally
boys.
people walking.
Yeah. Okay. So The Long Walk
Maybe
by
it's good you didn't see the
Stephen
movie.
King is the book that we talked about in the past.
We did this
Yeah, I
3
gave it
years
2
ago.
stars.
wow.
Episode 63.
We're still
in the studio.
Rip.
Damn, when we had actual quality.
We still have quality. It's just different.
Look at us.
No,
They made a movie.
A
they
movie.
made a movie.
Stephen King's coming out with bangers left and right.
There's
with the
so
movies.
many.
I know. There's so many.
There's
so
the
many.
Institute
Yep,
came out.
yep.
The Long Walk.
Yep.
They just did another It.
It's Welcome to Derry.
Yep.
And what
There's one
is
other
that
one.
it?
No, there's another one, and I can't think of it, and it's gonna kill me.
Black Phone 2.
Oh
No, that's his son.
I know.
Is he the Running Man?
The Running Man.
Man, is that Stephen King? People are gonna yell at me. I think that's wrong. No, it is. It is Stephen King. The Running Man. There's a new movie with the Running Man coming out.
Oh.
And that's also Stephen King. Okay.
Jesus.
I feel better now. This movie came out. It was in theaters like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe a month ago.
So,
When you guys started talking about it, I didn't realize we were doing it for the podcast.
well,
I thought it was a given.
yeah. I mean, I said we should do this, and then you're like, well, I did want to watch that. And then I was
that
like,
was
well, I'm
this
taking
week.
notes. So, and then I actually had said, if we want to do it and it's just me, I'm fine with leading it. That's totally cool.
That's what she did. Yeah,
You
but
just
I
don't
watched it last
answer
night.
any of our texts, so you wouldn't know.
Mhm.
You're too
She
busy.
does.
No, it's fine.
She sees, but we also we talk too much, and she doesn't see all of them.
Yeah, that's fair. So
Remember when what did you do? And then Maria texted a bunch to hide it from me?
oh, well, we almost spoiled
Oh,
the
we almost
secret.
spoiled the secret of your birthday surprise.
That was a nice thing, but luckily you don't check the chat, so it didn't matter.
I scan it.
So the Long Walk,
she skims it.
I skim it.
That's insane. That is insane.
That's why I was like, what is this long walk? And I literally was like, I'm not gonna read it, and I'm just gonna.
Did you know there was a movie?
I saw that you guys were talking about it, but
You didn't know
I
they were
mentioned the
making-
movie a while ago. I sent you guys a trailer,
Remember we did the
Yeah.
episode, what movies are we looking forward to?
no, I remember.
and I mentioned it.
Yeah.
I just didn't think we were doing it for the pod.
So should
I'm
we
just trying to beef up our stuff.
Do we need to do a 60-second? Because we've already kind of done one on this.
Yeah.
Go back to episode 63
Yeah, you do the work.
and watch our takes on it. Then
Here,
I don't know. I can't remember
It's
what
pretty
I said.
straightforward.
They walk.
They sign up to do a long walk, and the last person standing is the one who gets to live.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a backyard marathon. Have you ever heard of a backyard marathon? I
No.
just learned that this
What the
exists.
fuck is a backyard marathon?
So a backyard marathon is where a bunch of people get together and they'll run like 3 miles at a time, and then you put in $1. So like say you run 3 miles, you put $1 in the boot. You run another 3 miles, you put $1 in the boot. Last person standing gets all of the money. They did it recently. I was watching a reel. I think the guy ran like 103 miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
In one
It's like a 3 mile loop, and then you run 3 mile loop,
But, like,
3 mile loop.
in one day,
Yeah.
or is it like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
week?
Yeah,
100 miles a day?
Well, ultra marathons are about 100 miles.
100 miles. Yeah, but that takes a couple. Okay.
So the thing about the long walk is it's life or death.
Yes,
So-
you have to walk at a certain pace, and if you walk below it, you get 3 warnings. And by the 3rd warning, if you still have not come back up to pace, you will get shot.
There are things in this that got very confusing. for
Squid
me.
Game-esque.
Yeah, Squid Game, Hunger Game ish.
So in the book, first of all, it's set in like the 70s, I think. In the book, they have to walk 4 miles an hour.
Yes.
In the movie, it's 3
3.
miles, which is a lot more realistic in my opinion, because 4 miles an hour is insane.
So 4 miles an hour is pretty like quick for my little legs. Like I do it on the treadmill.
I have to jog.
I'm like fast. It's
4
fast.
miles for me is a jog. I think about it constantly whenever I'm on the treadmill.
Mine's like
borderline.
4 is
Yeah,
a jog.
yeah.
for
Do
me.
you put your
4 or
treadmill
5
at
for
one
me.
incline?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the incline. So
You sh-
like the
if you're on a
the
treadmill-
second that you're on an incline, it makes everything harder.
From what I've heard from like different trainers I've
You're
had,
right.
you're supposed to be at a 1% incline.
No matter what.
to
For your knees.
for your knees, number 1. Number 2, to basically emulate the flat road.
Yeah, because treadmills are almost on a
Zero.
decline.
Yeah, zero is helping
Do you
you.
do decline? Do you ever do decline?
I've never declined.
It's different muscles.
Next time you're in the gym, so this is what Mike was doing when we were at the gym the other day. He put it on a 15 incline at 3.5.
So hard.
And he wanted to see just like how long. He was like, this is really hard.
It's super hard.
And in the movie, there is a part where like, and in the book, there's a hill and they're like trying to do that 3 mile an hour up a fucking hill. That's probably where I would be.
That's where half of them basically died.
Yeah.
I think
That
three,
scene was
three
crazy.
is
It was
slow. 3 is a recovery. For
3 is
me.
easy for me.
Imagine doing that for 5 days.
Yeah, no way.
Of just continue. You can't stop.
You can't stop.
Can't stop to poop. You can't stop to pee.
That's why we talked about this the last time on the pod. Is like the fact that they're all boys
Yes.
helps
They
them
can
because they
just
can just
pee.
point.
But death by diarrhea, 1,000%. I'm wearing that badge. I would be death by diarrhea. I have. I don't need to talk about that, but I have irritable bowel syndrome, and my IBS would kill me on something like this.
See, so I also have IBS, but my IBS is a combo one.
Yeah.
So like I won't go to the bathroom for like 5 days.
I would think I was dying if that was.
but
me.
but if I got in
if I don't
that
go to the bathroom
stretch,
5 times in a day, I think.
but
I'm
if I
dying.
got in that stretch,
yeah.
where it was like the 3 days we're in that, I'd be golden. But
Oh,
if
that would be good. That would
but
be
if
good
I
for
hit
you.
the end of it, where it's like,
yeah, the opposite.
but like I basically get like really bad constipation, and then it's like a really difficult poop, and then it's just
Well, there is a kid. The scene is crazy.
Yeah.
so
the
like
scene's
I
crazy.
die. Like
It's wild to
my,
see it on
my
film.
day,
You know
my
I
day
have
5
it,
is not.
I rented it. It's part of my Apple, so I can probably see it here to
It's-
show her
it's-
the scenes.
It's a wild scene to see. Like reading about it is one thing, but seeing it is incredible.
It was interesting.
Day 5 would kill me if I like.
So
I would die from that, and then I would get shot.
there's a couple things I want to
Actually, I would ask to be shot
Yeah.
first.
that
Talk away.
I need your insight. So
Tell me.
for starters, 3 miles an hour is the pace.
Okay.
If they go below 3 miles an hour, they get a warning. If they don't get it back up to 3, they get a second warning. On the third warning, they get shot and killed.
Okay.
I was confused. Like it was like the second they would go under the pace, it was like warning, warning. Like it felt like so fast, and in the book, it didn't feel like that.
I
don't know
will
if you
say
it was different in the book. I thought it was like your overall. I don't know. It was different.
we're also reading it. You know?
it feels different when you're reading something.
I don't know. It just didn't like make a lot of sense. Also, they filmed this in chronological order, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. So
the hell
I
does
was
that
thinking
mean?
about that.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
the scenes?
Yeah,
Oh,
they filmed everything in chronological order.
It's
They didn't
all.
go.
I don't.
I also
what
liked.
does that do for anybody?
It's a movie where they are walking from one place and walking to another. I imagine.
So the whole movie was just them walking.
So I wanted to talk to you about this too. Like the entire movie is
I
walking.
wrote it.
Could you
So
imagine?
I
acting?
put a
So
note.
they-
I put a note like what did I say?
What
I
was
wonder
the-
how the location scouts worked on this.
So first of all, it wasn't shot anywhere in New England. It was shot in Canada and a
course.
couple other places.
what was the first scene?
I'm gonna show you right now.
They were gathering together before walking.
It's like when Ray's in the car.
Yeah,
Ray
with
Garrity's in
his
the car with his
mom.
mom. Actually, no. The first scene is the note you get.
Yeah.
Like, dear Mr. Raymond Garrity, congratulations. Your voluntary submission to participate in the long walk has been accepted through the lottery. You now have the rare honor of representing your state as a symbol of hope in these economically disparate times.
Very interesting
Can
because
you
we're
please-
kind of like going through
The
this
entire
right
nation
now.
will be watching the live broadcast with admiration and awe. This felt so
It is
performative.
the Hunger Games, but
Yes, if you win, unimaginable riches and a single wish await a chance to break free from today's financial struggles and inspire the nation.
which like I could see a world.
Please
where this
report to
happens
Starting
under
Line
Trump.
by 8 a.m. Best of luck to you.
Like I could see Trump being like, "We're doing a long walk."
The Major felt like a Trump to me,
Yes, hands down.
which is Luke Skywalker, by the way.
Sure.
Sure.
Like the guy who like plays him.
So the filming of it, like, imagine being in this movie, and they're like, "You just gotta walk. You gotta walk
So I
and
thought,
talk."
number one, I like that Ray's a little chubbier.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
I love that he was
I pictured
chubbier.
like a scrawny ass kid when I
yeah,
read it.
I like that he has a little gut to him.
Me
He
too,
like
me too.
looks like a normal
He
guy.
was great. He was a good actor.
I think I liked Pete better.
Pete was fantastic.
Pete was amazing.
Yep.
So
Do we see any of that?
yes. So this is that's Ray, our main character. And then the guy next to him, that's Art, that's Olsen, that's Stubbins or Stebbins, whatever.
Stebbins, yeah.
That's Pete.
And they were like, they formed the
Musketeers.
Musketeers,
Yeah.
but
The
there's
four
four
Musketeers.
of them. And it's like a really interesting way of filming everything. Because like I'm just picturing.
So here, I'll just forward to like some scenes where they're walking for you to see in the background.
The whole movie.
The whole
Yeah.
movie is them walking.
Let me just.
So I
scrub through the
I
scenes
literally
from
thought I wrote it down.
I thought I was gonna
so
hate
right
it.
here. Their calves must be beastly.
Yeah. But the fact that they were able to make that an entertaining movie and like a pretty well done and a good.
I bet the what's it called?
Camera up.
What's the thing called for
The dolly.
No, the person that like makes sure that all the shots.
Oh, continuity.
Yeah, the continuity
script
person.
Oh my
was
God.
Script
probably.
supervisor.
Just on it. Like,
Oh my God.
I can't even imagine.
But
you
the
know, I think
continuity
it's- I
must
think
have
it's
been
probably
so
harder
hard.
to or
I guess
harder
you could
to
cut
notice
away. Yeah, you can cut
because
away
of
quickly.
all the walker. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's so much movement. I think it's gonna be hard for
It's
us
the
to
background, but that's probably why they filmed it in chronological order.
They probably just
You
like,
had to.
physically could not.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I thought the way they filmed it was really cool. One thing that I didn't understand was that they had watches.
So the watches are where they're tracking, which I thought about.
It's
I was
the
like, how were-
70s.
Well, I think in this case, there's probably pacemakers back then.
You
Like,
think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If there was radar guns for
No,
cops,
you're right,
there's
you're right,
definitely
you're
a
right.
way.
I guess 70s wasn't that long ago.
I'm thinking this is like a different type of world of ours.
That's true. That
You
is
know?
Yeah,
that's a good
also,
point.
I always thought of
That's a
this
good
as
point.
like
So
an
I
alternate.
think
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Alternate reality.
Although it feels very real
It feels super
to
real.
our reality at this point.
Yeah. So it was cool. I liked it.
Remind
The
me
one-
who wins? Pete.
So, the ending is different.
That's different from the book.
No, the book where Garrity gets to the end, and then he has that vision where he sees like the masked man.
I don't remember any of that. I'm
It
sorry.
wasn't Pete.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not
So
expecting the
for
ending.
the ending of the movie, throughout the whole thing, we hear the reason why they want to win, because you get the wish, you get the money, and Ray wants to win this to avenge his father because the major killed his father, and through the thing, Pete's like, you don't live for revenge, man. Like, you know, just live.
Pete's the peacemaker.
Yeah. And he was like, for me at this point, now that we've been doing this a couple days, I'm gonna say like once we get to the point, I'm just gonna sit. And
Yeah,
I'll just take it. I'll just die.
I
right?
also think Pete's gay, and I
Yes,
think that was
Pete is
hinted at
gay.
in the book too. Yeah.
And so towards the end, they're like the last two, they reach the big pinnacle point. It's like raining. It's a dark scene, and Ray's almost about to give up. Or something. It was
Yeah,
Ray?
he like kneels down.
Ray's ready to kneel down. He's done. Pete convinces him to keep going. Pete's like, no, let's just come on, keep
Or
going.
no,
just
opposite.
opposite.
Pete lays down and goes,
Pete's
"You
gonna
do
li-
it. You're a good."
Pete's ready to sit.
Yeah,
Pete's
yeah.
ready to let it go. I'm gonna let you win it. You want this, but remember, do it for love. Don't do it for vengeance, kind of thing, right? And Ray's like, no, let's keep going. Like my brother, yada yada. They keep going, and then Ray
Kneels.
stops.
Yeah.
And Ray lets himself get killed,
And then
and he goes, "I'm
turns
sorry, Mom,"
around.
and just
yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
And so the Pete goes and he wishes for what Ray wishes,
The gun.
which is the gun to kill the major. Kills the major, and the last shot is Pete walking off.
And it's
And
like,
it's like-
everybody kind of disappears, which is like you don't know if he actually did.
Yeah,
it or
I don't
not,
know if
which
he
is
gets
kinda
killed
how
or not.
The book was a very ambiguous ending. If you remember,
I can't remember.
I
the
do
book at all.
remember it being.
I remember
weird
just being
at
like,
the
I don't know
end.
what this means. A lot of people have different interpretations of what they think the meaning
Yeah.
is. I think Stephen King was on a lot of drugs at this time, so it makes sense that it had a crazy ending
Yeah,
like that.
so
That it made no sense.
Yeah.
He probably made no sense. in
Yeah,
his brain.
exactly.
Like this is a ridiculous fucking book.
Well, one thing that I think missed in the movie is the crowd of it all. You get that
Yes.
one moment of the girl holding up a sign saying like
Yeah.
this, but throughout the book, and that was a very important part of all of this because it showed how sick
the
people
world was.
were
Yes,
to
I
be
thought that too.
watching this.
Because I was gonna ask you when Ray sees his mom,
Yeah.
wasn't there supposed to be a huge ass crowd?
And his girlfriend or something.
Yeah,
And
like
he,
his girlfriend. And
Yeah.
like, I remember it being a huge crowd
huge,
in the book,
huge crowd.
and in this it was just his mom.
There were people with
in the
signs.
corner.
There was like, that kind of missed for me. Also, I felt like the ending was so abrupt that I didn't think it was real. I thought he was dreaming. I thought he was like in one of those dream states. That like took me out. But I think the idea too of the dreaming side of this is really interesting, where they could fall asleep standing up when they're like walking. Because if you're walking for that long, your mind kind of like slips into something.
I think that's where I would have the hardest part. Is
Yeah.
the not sleeping.
That would be the hardest part. And hills.
in hills.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't sign up for it. So
Correct.
Well, that's a good point.
Correct.
But I mean, this is like desperate
unless I like
times.
trained for it.
The whole
I
thing
have
is
to
like
train for
money.
it.
Also,
Did-
it was very
it's like,
gory.
I bet you a
Yes.
Navy SEAL could do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Stay up for 3 days.
Navy SEALs, yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be that gory.
Really?
I mean, I knew it would, but I didn't think we'd see someone's face get blown off in the first like
True.
2 minutes of the movie.
True. All curly. Poor
I was like,
Curly.
holy shit, we went there. Okay.
So which ones were the most hitting for you?
There was one that like made me cry. Which one was it? I probably wrote it down somewhere. Well, the mom moment actually made me tear up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I teared up for that.
There was one that got me. What was yours?
Olsen hurt me a bit.
That one didn't hurt me as bad as I thought.
Because like
would.
the gum part, like I thought it was a really
Yeah.
interesting way he did it, and how he was with Art.
Yeah.
Like him screaming for Arthur and Arthur running back for him.
Yeah, maybe that was the one that got me.
That felt really
Yeah.
hard, and then Arthur's death felt really hard.
Yep.
Because Arthur was like, "Guys, don't look at me. Like,
Yep.
don't look when it happens." He's like bleeding from his nose. Poor Arthur. He was so sweet.
Yep.
One of my favorite lines was from Ray. "You get paid to shoot me, now look at me, motherfucker."
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good line.
Yeah. There was another line too where he's like, you hear a shooting and he goes, "I keep hoping that part will get easier." And then Ray said, "That's what I'm afraid of." And I was like, fuck.
So this is where I was sort of alluding to with the K-pop Demon Hunters conversation. I felt like there were moments in this that some of the dialogue between Pete and Ray felt very dumbed down. Very like bare bones in a way that was like sort of telling, not showing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard in a movie like this.
Correct.
Yeah.
I understand. Like, I think this movie is also
Do you have an
a
example,
difficult. No, I don't have it off the top of my head. But like, I just kept thinking about it because every time they would talk, it would move really quickly, and it would like be bouncing between ideas in a way that I think should have given breath.
Yeah.
Right? Like when Ray is talking about how this should not be happening anyway. Like, what if we just didn't do this?
Yeah, a lot of it was just so abrupt.
And it was all abruptly changing conversation. And I'm like, if your only thing is to walk,
Right. Let's slow it down.
slow down your conversation.
See, that's why the end, I was just like, whoa, we're
and
here.
like,
Okay,
now I
whoa.
want to see how long this
But
movie
like,
was.
is it bad pacing or is it?
It felt like bad
It's
pacing.
an hour and 48 minutes long.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
The pacing
What
fell
is
off.
It fell off.
what is the problem? Is it that people can't focus? They're making things like this, or is it just like a bad filmmaker that had a shitty pacing in the movie?
That's what I was wondering.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think it
what
was
is
that.
the actual like? Jamila is the one that like had the video about this. I find her sometimes to be a little conspiracy theorist esque. I don't think she always comes to the table with like hard facts, even though she
Neither
acts
do we.
like. Well, no, but she definitely acts like she has the facts and like she knows
Gotcha.
shit and she's like, "This is this," and it's like that actually is not fucking correct, but okay. And like, so sometimes people like what she says because she like kind of speaks like how we do, but I don't always find her to be
Credible.
right.
I got you.
Incredible. So when she's sitting there being like, "Oh, they're making screenplays for second screens," like my first thought was like, one, I don't believe you, and two, like, really, are we?
My first thought
Like,
was
I wasn't like, "Oh wow, this is crazy." I was like,
because I had just had this thought watching this the night before, and then I saw that. I was like, oh, I felt like, yeah, I'm being validated in what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That this dialogue within this specific film, and again, also with K-pop, but K-pop is also a kid's film, so I have to like set that aside. But for this specifically, it is a Stephen King film, right? It is a motion picture for the screens. A lot of things now are super long in the theaters, so I don't know why this couldn't have been about 2 hours.
I agree.
I get it's a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's annoying for someone to view.
But you could make it so it, like, you're not even thinking about the walking anymore.
Right. But I'm like, if your dialogue is compelling enough, I will not care if they're walking.
but again, like, I think there have been steps back in movie making. Like, I think we're not
What do you mean steps back?
like, we're not making the best movies anymore.
No, we're
I feel like
not.
the characters
Like,
too,
I don't, like, again, like, to go back to Jamila's thing, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is it that they're making things for second screens, or is it
Or
that,
are they
like,
just bad
are we
movies?
just
Bad
making
movies.
bad movies?
I can see that.
because the book. So Stephen King, why I love him, character development.
Yes.
And I felt like Stebbins' story is so important. Like
So I
his
wrote
dad is
that.
the general.
Yes.
That was so quick, and we didn't get his story. Like I didn't care
but
about him
again,
enough.
bad screenplay.
I was like, I
Yeah.
wrote down like Stebbins.
He was so different.
bad
in the book.
adapted
Stebbins
screenplay.
felt more ominous in the book.
And like
Stebbins
he
felt
was like
bigger in the book.
hiking a tree. He was like in the tree at the beginning of the book, and you were just
Yeah.
like, "Who's this kid?"
This
Like,
is this
yeah.
is why authors want to be
Yeah.
co-writers on screenplays, because
Makes
they
sense.
don't want things like this to fall through the cracks. You have to ultimately make decisions on like what stays and what goes. And
Yeah.
they're too close to some of the
Even
stories.
Barkovich, like his
Barkovich
story.
is a shithead.
Right, and then at the end you get like that moment where like I didn't care about him even in the slightest. I was excited.
But
when
are
he-
you supposed to? I don't know.
I think in
Do
the
you need to?
I
in the
think-
book, I think it was more like
In the book, but again, we had breath in the book with
that's
dialogue.
the thing. That's what it is. Like there was moments.
This needed breath.
Yeah.
This needed moments where maybe less words.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you want to bring
You
in
could have brought that crowd in. You
But
could
like, I do think that there has been really good movies that have been made that leave that like allow
That leave the breath. Yeah,
Also, the
yeah.
whole point of this thing was like
Recently, I
a
mean.
direct commentary on what we would do to A, get money, and B, what we'd watch. And I just feel like the whole
They
point
missed it.
was missing.
Yeah.
And like there were good moments. There were good, great Garrity moments where I was like really rooting for him and like the things that like Pete was saying and stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's inklings of it. But like even the fourth Musketeer, I know Olsen, Pete, and Garrity. Who the fuck was
Arthur.
Arthur, we didn't get any of his story, really.
I mean, we didn't get. Well, he was very religious.
yeah, I
He didn't curse. But again, like a lot of that was clumped together.
That's the thing.
With other lines, and so I felt like, okay, I need you to slow down.
Yes.
I
So
need
wait,
you to
did we
slow
like
down.
it or not?
I liked it a lot. I'm
did.
just saying this is something I'm noticing,
yeah.
not just in this film, but in other films I've seen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a me thing or if it's a film thing. Like maybe I'm.
I feel
looking
it too.
for
I feel
more
it too.
But
of a
like,
slow-
I wonder
feel it
if
too.
it's like they're not necessarily writing for a second screen, but they're writing for like the TikTok like thing,
The
of,
attention
like, the
span
attention
Right,
that we
so I'm
don't
saying,
have.
like, I feel
Yeah.
like yes, it's definitely
not so
affected
much-
the writing of.
or
stuff.
is it AI?
Oh God,
Like,
I
are they
doubt
utilizing?
Steven will allow AI.
No, I don't think
No,
that's-
but like, are some of these writers utilizing AI?
Yeah, I don't know because a lot of these like
I don't know.
a lot of the lines felt.
I wish I was
so
friends with
basic.
I wish I was friends with a screenplay writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, some things that I wrote down that I'm just looking at. Walking backwards at 3 miles an hour for like they would just walk backwards for so long, and I was like, I couldn't do that. That'd be annoying. after
one
a
thing
while.
I
You know what's
wrote-
crazy? People do that at the gym all the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like good for
But
you.
like for like an hour, I think I would be. I'd be
I
done.
wrote imagine the training regimen to be able to shave 0.3 off your time.
Yes, and like the way they know.
When Ray's like, okay, let's all shave off 0.3. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
How did you fucking do that?
I noticed some parts in the movie gave me Pet Cemetery vibes. I feel like maybe there are a couple odes to other Stephen King movies
I mean,
sprinkled
why
throughout.
wouldn't you?
But there was like a shot of a crow. There was a shot of a I think it was a cat or like a cat running
The
through.
cat
I was
without
like,
the eyes.
yeah, and I was like, ooh, this
I
feels
felt bad for you. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the cat without the eyes. I was like, oh, this feels like an ode to Pet Cemetery. I actually kind of liked it, which was cool. And then the other thing is like, if the long walk was real, like, would we actually have to murder them? Could it not just be some other punishment or something? Like, if it were to be successful today, I think people would watch it without
Just
the murder.
disqualify them.
Yeah, or something.
Let's
Well,
just
there has
It's
to
pretty
be.
easy. Just don't kill.
Well, here's
don't
the
kill
thing.
them.
It's the high stakes that makes it entertaining. So what's the high stakes thing that can happen in our
I mean,
day
it's
and
the same
age?
with like Squid Games, right? Like that
Yeah.
was like
My thing is like, why are humans so drawn to the
The
idea
Mr. Beast of it all? Yeah.
Of viewing your biggest stakes in life is just your own life for just money.
Okay, so Mr. Beast just did a thing. I don't know if you saw this,
I don't
where he
watch
had
him.
somebody run into a burning room that was
I
on
did see
fire
that.
and grab as much money as he can.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you didn't see that? He had like a little bit of a fire.
I
suit
am
on.
waiting for the documentary series that's going to come out
It's
about
coming.
that man.
It's coming.
Because I think he's a menace to society.
So to me, like that is the same
does he
thing
make
as
so much
fucking
money?
the long walk.
the views that he has, like millions and
That's
millions
the
of views.
same vibe. We're doing these crazy things that people are this desperate for money. I wouldn't be surprised if something like this
we've
happened.
seen a lot of people like on live streams do crazy shit. Like,
That's what I'm saying. People
Yeah.
die all the time on live streams. People were like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot you. Hold it."
yeah,
See if
remember
a
that guy?
book-
Yeah, the
A
book.
book will stop a
that
bullet.
was so fucking
Like
stupid.
this is the shit that's happening, and I don't know. I see a world where we get this dystopia where it's like a Hunger Games or a long walk. Like if you told me that would happen in our lifetime, I wouldn't. I would be like, maybe. I wouldn't be like,
I could
that's
see it.
impossible.
I could
No
see it.
way. I'd be like, maybe. People would be like, well, they signed up for it, so they, you know what I mean? Like I could see a world where that happens.
I was like, I don't know if this was in the same in the book. Whoever won, I don't know if like Ray's number or Pete's number was 23, but I was like, oh, they gave him the GOAT number, Michael Jordan. 23?
Yeah. Could you imagine? This is what I thought of. You come in second. You walk
Make it all the way.
300 miles. You're
die.
fucking, your knees are hurting. You're like literally on
die.
your left just to fucking die.
I think there's two worst.
That's the worst
there's-
one.
The second worst one is the first person to die
I'd rather
Yeah,
be that
Curly.
guy.
Curly died.
because you're like,
Charlie got a Charlie horse.
He got a Charlie horse and died.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, Harkness though, Harkness twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
And his whole foot just go.
Yep.
He's walking on the bone.
Yeah,
for a
dude,
while.
for a
And
while.
he's like, oh, I felt bad for Harkness.
Olsen was like,
You gotta
real
know you're gonna
fucked up.
die.
Somebody had a nosebleed because they had
Arthur.
the bleed, like a hemorrhage.
Yeah.
One person just went fucking nuts and attacked the tank, which is what I would have done if I wanted to
Yeah.
die. But then they shoot him
The
not to
indigenous
kill
guy.
him. They shoot that, like, if you like attack somebody, like the person running,
They make you bleed out.
They make you bleed out. They shoot you not to kill you, which is crazy. But I probably, if I was gonna go out, if I knew, all right, diarrhea is about to kill me, I'm fucking spraying that shit everywhere, doing something crazy.
Yeah, he should have killed more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be so mad if I pooped and died.
Death
It
by
was
diarrhea.
bad. It
That's
was
my
bad.
future anyway.
He kept sitting to poop, and they're like, dude, just let it run down your pants.
Oh my God. And with that, I ask, if you were in the long walk, how far realistically do you think you could walk 3 miles an hour without going under it for even a second? How far do you think you could
Not
get?
at all. Not even
12
a mile.
hours.
12
Not
hours?
even 12 hours.
I don't know if I could do 12.
Not
I don't know if
even-
I have
not
it
even
in
an
me.
hour.
If I'm outside, maybe, but not on a treadmill.
No, that's too monotonous.
Outside.
For
But we're-
outside?
But, okay.
I mean, I guess I've
But
done
then
that.
the elements, like the rain and
Yeah.
like
I'd say 12
It's the
hours.
elevation,
I
though,
think
yeah.
you could do 12
I mean, I
hours.
have done 12. We'd probably drop down. Like, the thing is, we stop and take a drink of water.
uh-huh.
Like, I'm thinking about that.
I'm thinking like flat terrain.
flat terrain, but you cannot stop at all. Like, there's no way I'm not pooping in 12 hours. It's not happening.
I mean, I've gone a couple days without pooping because I'm stressed out. So
Maybe if I was that, like, stressed or into it, maybe. But even
I
when
feel
we
like
do
you
our
just
hikes-
wouldn't eat for a day or two.
you
too.
like prep, not eating the day.
But even when Mike and I do our 20-mile hikes, I try to do shit like that, and I'm not well. Let me tell you. It's rough.
Do you bring
Yes.
toilet paper with you?
Yeah.
You should pack Imodium.
Is that a thing?
Imodium like stops diarrhea in its tracks.
I'll try that. The other question, do you have a lot of diarrhea? Let us know. You can go over to our Instagram.
Tell Erica about your shitting habits.
Please let diarrhea. Please let
Diarrhea, Erica.
Please let Erica know your pooping habit. It's over on Instagram at books_n_betches BETCHES. Click the link in the link tree. Subscribe to our
YouTube.
We love you so much. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.